Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Kelly. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I want to talk about a few things very quick. First, I want to talk about a place called peachycheap.com. A friend of mine, I had seen in her in my Facebook feed that she had ordered from peachycheap.com and paid for what she had ordered and whatnot, waited for a while till it came in, and when it finally said it shipped and she got her box, she only got half of her order. And I believe she got an email, but it might have been a letter that was in it, that said that they were sorry, but the one set of stamps that she bought weren't available anymore. I guess they were sold out or whatever. Here's your refund for that, and you know, c'est la vie, right? So I wanted to, you guys know I'm in love with Blitzy. I love Blitzy. I love Blitzy. I love Blitzy. Not had an issue from Blitzy. I order maybe twice a month, sometimes more. I don't know, from Blitzy. I've never had an issue. Sometimes my things do take a little bit longer to come in because they're ordering and getting overstock from somewhere else, but I never have a problem with Blitzy doing that kind of thing to me. So I wanted to, I always like to let you guys know, like with my Elmer's incident and Ranger and all that kind of thing, that peachycheap.com. And it's funny because somebody had mentioned to me, I guess I had mentioned Blitzy a couple days ago, and they had mentioned to me about this oh, if you like Blitzy, you should check out peachycheap.com. Well, I'd never had a chance to do it yet. And then I see this post, and apparently their customer service and how they treat their customers is not exactly on point. So I want to kind of give you guys a heads up on that. I like to give you guys heads up on companies that are really good and the companies that aren't so good. I don't think that's right to take your money out of your account and say that you bought these two things and you don't know until you get the box and open it up and it's only one of them's in there. And of course, it always works out. It does with me too, that it's never the one that you really wanted. That's the one that's out of stock and you get the other one. So like I said, peachycheap.com, be wary of them. If something changes in the meantime and they do make up for what they did, they refunded her money, but it's not available yet. And to me, I think they should find a place and order the stamps for her, or do something to make up for the fact, like they just are like, oh well, sorry, here's her money back, you'll get it in a couple days back in your account. And I just think that's crappy. You'll know, like I said, I've had situations with other companies, and I'm not afraid to come on and say, about companies, because our money's tight and everybody has money, restrictions in a sense, and when you order something, you order it because you really want it, and when you don't get it and they kind of blow you off like, hey, I'm sorry, it's just not cool to me. So I wanted to just kind of throw that out there. Second thing, very quickly, is I have a lot of projects coming up that I'll be making videos for. I'm going to be doing a drawing of a fairy. I get so many requests for drawings of fairies, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing a fairy in clay, which I've been asked to do. And I'm also going to do a video for a friend of mine who happens to be blind, and she's Blind Crafter on YouTube. You've probably seen her around. And she asked me to do a touchable type mixed media piece, meaning no paint, no, none of this, just of a tactile sense. So I've been thinking on, ooh, what can I use? What can I do? And I have some ideas in my head, and I've been writing them down. So you'll be seeing that too. So there'll be no paint or any of this kind of, stamps or any of that kind of thing. It'll be more of a tactile type page, which I'm really excited about. So that is that. Okay, so I'm going to do the drawing for this canvas. And I do that, and I'm going to get her on here before I go to stamping with my stamps and embellishments and whatever I'm going to do. So I don't want, and I'll talk about these in a minute. When I lay my canvas down on this, you know, you can see the canvas is the same size as the page. So I know when I go to draw that I want to kind of keep her. I don't want her to be up here. Like, I don't want her hair to be all at the top. I kind of want her, you know, down a little bit. So I'm going to remember when I draw to kind of, you know, gauge, you know, some up here and some, you know, down at the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to talk about drawing somewhat as I go through it. I have 1,000,006 videos on here on how to draw whimsy face girls, or a more you know, folk art girls, whimsical girls, a little bit more of a regular, how you say, face, you know, regular face kind of thing. What else? 3/4 faces I have on here to teach you. I know a lot of you are new, so, and I get a lot of requests for videos that I've already done, so I don't mind redoing them. So always ask me to do anything, and even if I've already done it, I will do it again. So here we are with our, why is it blurry? Why? Is there a reason? Thank you. Okay. So here's where we are right now. And I'm going to move that aside. And now here's my mixed media paper. Now, everybody who has watched me, has been with me for a while, knows that this is one of my favorite things in the world. It is my little circle marker. It is well loved. I've had it for years and years and years. And this is what I use to help me, you know, with my eyes and different parts. Now, I am having a giveaway coming up. And it's just a small giveaway, but I'm going to be giving away this. And what I love about this is, because I have this one, I have one in my bag that I take with me, you know, like, so I can draw and have it here, have this here, have this like on the go. And then I saw this one. I almost ripped it apart, like ripped it open to use it, but I thought, okay, I'll just do it. I'll use it as a giveaway. As you see on this one, what is really cool is you get the same thing I have. You get the small holes, you know, like all the way over there, and you get this, and then you get these. Then become, you can even see my biggest is not even near that. So then you get these. And on this biggest one, you can draw that as your circle face and start learning how to just do the features and the face if you want. Or better yet, which I love to do anyway, you can blot and use these as like a stencil, you know, because you will notice I do use certain ones of these. Like, I know which ones I use more than, you know, I don't. And really, because these are plastic, if you use paint on them or watercolor or whatever, it just wipes off. So I mean, you get like really good, you can do a lot of things with these. So keep an eye out for that giveaway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put that aside for a memento. And the general rule of drawing is, when you're doing eyes, now I'm going to use a ruler. I'm not going to go freehand like I usually do, because I want you to kind of learn, you know what I mean, as I do this. But the general rule, like if I do, let's say I mark, wonder if I should do 5, 6, 2, 3. Okay, if I mark my 5 to 6, all right, that's an inch. So I'm going to mark that. And then I'm going to, my 5 to 4, I'm going to ignore, because, you know, the rule is, technically, if we're going technical, is you have the same amount of space between your eyes as your eyes are. So if I'm keeping my eyes at an inch, you want them basically an inch apart. So then I'm not going to do anything at my 5 to 6 mark inch, but from my 5 to 4, I'm going to do a line. No, I'm not. Why didn't that work out? Oh, because that's the one I'm missing, because I'm on smack. Wait a minute. Let me explain it again. I swear to God, what a day, what a day, what a day. Okay, so I'm taking my 5 to 6. I'm ignoring my 5 to 4. I'm going to my 4 and drawing it to my 3. I don't know why I did that. Now. Oh, Kelly. Okay, so do you understand? Let me do that again. I swear, I've been such a mess lately, and I can't think straight, and who lets me on camera? I just don't know. Anyway, I got my 5 to 6. I'm going to zoom in for a second so you can kind of see. Okay, so I marked my 5 to 6 for my inch. I skipped my inch 5 to 4, and then I took my 4 to 3 to make my other eye. Now, basically, we have an inch in between. Do you see how that goes? Then what you're going to do is, and you can be very fancy about this and really, you know, since we did that and we have our marks, you can mark the half mark in between your 4 and 5. And what you're going to do then is, I know we're kind of close up, but what we're going to do then is kind of give it that half line. Okay, so here's our eyes. Here's our half line. We're going to come down. Now, are we going to do more of a fancy face? You know, fancy, or are we going to do a little girl face? I don't know. But what you want to know is, you know, you want to, if you make it the nose like closer up, let's say we do it like from here, it's going to be more of a little girl's kind of face. So I'm going to kind of move it. I'm going to measure it. Let's see. From the eye down. I'm probably going to measure it from the eye down, maybe 1.5 inches and just do a line like that. Okay, so that's where we're going to deal with our nose. And then from there, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down 1/2 inch, and then just very lightly with my pencil for the lips, but that could change. But just know that's kind of where we're at. So next what I do, and you can do long lines if you want. I mean, there's so many different ways to teach you this, and I try to teach the best that I can in the easiest way. So, you know, you kind of get the idea. Now listen to me. You don't have to have these exactly 1 inch apart. You can make them wider. You can make them big. You can make them small. You can make them almond shape. You can make this your eyeball. It doesn't matter. There are so many different ways. And if I sit here and show you all the different ways I do it, we'll be here for 1.5 hours. And I don't know if anybody can stand me for 1.5 hours. So here we go. So we have our eyes. They're the right size. I rhymed. Do you get it? Yeah, that's right. I rhymed. You got something to say about that? Okay. Anyway. All right. So I'm going to add, right now, I'm going to add my eyelid. Now, this is something that's crucial if you're doing it the way I'm going to do it right now. And crucial is probably a very strong word, but I like using it because it makes me feel fancy. But you want to make sure if you're going to do like an almond eye. Now, we've done eyes where we've just done this big here and made that the eye. And we can do that again, or I can do that really quickly on another piece of paper to show you like the different style of faces. And if you guys want that, down below, after you watch this, if you want me to show you another way to do the eye, just leave me a comment and I'll do another way to show you. You know, I'll show you different ways to do the eyes and different things. However, one of the big things to do if you're going to do like the almond eye is, and if you really, you know, want to be on point, you can put your ruler here. Okay, so when you go up to do the eyelid, you get that point there and you go up, and then you go up this way. And you do the same thing here. And then you can just finish it off. I erase so much that it's not funny. So erasing is not going to hurt you. Like, don't think like, ooh, I'm erasing, I really stink. No, you don't. You know what stinks? Not trying. That stinks to me. I'd rather see you have your... See, I just erased while I'm talking to you. I'd rather see your first face or you do a face than, you know, not trying at all. Look at my eyes. They're not even. They're not even at all. You can see here that this is more pointy. So that's kind of what I want. This is one of my favorite erasers in the world. So I'll go back. Now this is, like I said, I'm drawing faster because I am on camera and I don't want to steal like your life away while I'm here. But I can go very easily back and, you know, I'm not going to worry too much about all that because that's all fixable. I want to just kind of get to the point of, you know, like that just needs to be down more. And I'll play with that in a minute. Okay, so we have that. Now what you're going to do is take this, you want to make this point, and you do the same thing with your ruler if you want. Hold it down, you know, so you're so far down. It's just to kind of get the right, you know, size inside of it, I guess is what. And I go over because I want mine to be pointy. So, you know, here I am. I'm going with my pencil. And, you know, I usually use mechanical pencils, but this pencil was sitting here because I've been on hold with Google the other day for 2.5 hours and today for 40-some minutes. And then I finally hung up because they're really, I don't know how a company can be that freaking busy. Hire people, please. I did. I was so mad the other day. I waited 2.5 hours on the phone, on hold. And the worst thing, there's shitty ass music that they play. The music doesn't even come in. It's all like fuzz, you know, like when like you can't get there. Like remember when we were little and you put on the radio and like you'd get a station but you couldn't get it in all the way and you tried and you'd move that little dial and then I know I shouldn't be talking about that right now, but you move that little dial and you're like, you know, you're like, oh, I got it. But it's like fuzzy going in and out. And if you move the wrong way, it goes in and out. Oh, that's what they were playing. So it wasn't even enjoyable. All right, come on, eyes. Now I'm getting. All right. Okay, let's just leave them eyes alone for a momento. All right, so here's our nose. So this is what I do with the nose. I erase my little line, and you're going to think I'm nuts when I'm done doing this, but so I do my little cup nose. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know where that came from. I've just been drinking water. Excuse me. It wasn't even a real burp. It was like my stomach made a noise, and it came out. You know what I'm saying. So you can make this small like this, or you can make it wider. And then I do... There's so many different ways to do this. I do the nose around it. Come on. I think I need to sharpen my pencil. It's not giving me clean lines. Okay. And then this is like where the nostrils would be. And then you do your little... And then I always take one side up a little bit right there. So that's very easy to do. And then right here where you do your mouth, you want to have that little lip dip. And you can make your lips whatever size you want. Now there's a trick that I can show you that if you've never drawn lips before, I have tricks for all of them, but I'm going to show you the tricks for the lips. You draw a circle and another circle and another circle, and then you draw. So you see that? We got 3 P's and sitting on something. I don't know what it's sitting on, but then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to copy over, trace over this, take this out, and then take it down to that line right there. And you're going to take this, take it down, take it down, and take it down. And then you erase your 3 little circles. Oh, I erased some of my... And then you got your lips. And now that you have the basic of your lips, you can then play around with them. So, you know, like, oh, this, like, you know what I mean? Like, this lip is a little higher. I didn't really measure. I don't really care. Because it's all going to be fixable when we color it, so. This is why I don't edit, so y'all can see. Like, you know, sometimes if I do it too fast, it doesn't work out the way I want it to. And I need a pencil. I need to find my mechanical pencil because this lead. Anyway, if you take your ruler, because I'm really horrible at this with straightness because of my hands, but if you take the ruler, then you can kind of see that I'm off there a little bit. And then I'll just bring it down that way. And that way then, you know, it's the same size. A ruler is important when you're first starting out, and even for moi. I have a fancy like thin eraser somewhere. I can't find it. A fancy one. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of erase everything in here. Inside. Okay. And then go and make my lip. And we go, and we go. And you just kind of go up like that and bring in your middle of your lip. And we kind of got it there. All things that we can play with and fix when we're done. Okay? Very simple, very easy. Just practice, like I said, the circles. And I'll refresh you at the end about these circles. So now we're going to go to the eye. So let me erase this line. And what we're going to do is go corner, okay, to the other corner and make our eyelids. And I'm going to go like this. Now, I know I'm going to have to maybe make that a little bigger. Again, I'm not going to worry about till the eyes are done because I know this eye needs to be a little, seems to be needing a little bit more longer. Okay. Then we're going to add the eyeball. So the eyeball is always in the middle, no matter where she's like, it's hard to explain, but so, oh, my green thing. I tell you what, my life has been out of control lately and I just can't catch a break. Okay, so I'm going to just decide what circle is going to be best for her pupil. And I'm going to pick this one. You don't want the whole pupil, or the whole eyeball rather, in. So make sure you use the same circle as you used. I've done that too. I've taken, you know, like I said, this takes time. This isn't something to sit down and whip out sometimes, you know. I mean, I don't care if I mess up on here with you guys. I'm just trying to show you how I do it. Now, her eyes look very, like, ooh, I got some big, you know, I'm surprised. Somebody squeezed my butt when I went to the Wawa, you know, like to the store. But that's what her eyes look like. I don't want them to look like that. So I'm going to erase my eyeshadow, my eyelids. And I want her eyes. And you can do this when you're doing this and even bring them up even more into the eyelids if you want. Depends on what my mood is. But what I'm going to do, because I'm going to erase all this, I'm going to take the eyelid more into the eye. And then watch the difference. And then we're going to erase that top of the eye. And go back over. And that becomes, we can either have that as the pupil or we could have that as the eye. Now I think I'm going to go in and have her have that be her pupil. And kind of put that in the middle of my next hole that I'm going to do. And then trace it. She should have had a bigger hole. Wait a minute. A little bigger hole. And this is why I don't edit and do all that stuff, because I'd rather you see me make mistakes and see what I go, like what I go through. I'm sure other people can whip these out easily. For me, the brain doesn't function. You know, I have issues. All right, now we'll go over here and make it. No, don't move it or you'll screw up like I just did. All right, so now she has that. Now you can make you can erase anything. You can erase and make her pupils smaller. We probably will. Not going to worry about that right this second. So then I'm going to erase my main line. This is a cool eraser. I got it at Dick Blick or one of the places because do you see what it's doing? It doesn't like leave all the little like stuff. It it keeps it big. So like stuff doesn't get, you know, all over your place. Now I'm using this one and I'm going to erase this pupil because it is a tad bit big. And I'll just add, you know, my pupil in. And you can again use your, you know, your round thing if you want it to be, whatever. And so there we have a face. Now, I might consider, it depends on my mood. Okay, but she got a big face. So if I put her, I could put her as the big face and then just put, I don't know. But we'll finish this face. Because I can't do a small face on here for you, you know, to show, because I want you to kind of see what to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mark right here. And I want her to have like an egg-shaped face. So I'm kind of going to like start here where the egg would be smaller and bring it up. And then bring this part up. Okay, so now I'm going to move back again so you guys can see a little bit better. This doesn't matter what this looks like up here. Don't pay no mind. We want to kind of do the face, you know. I'm not worried about that because that's all hair and that's going to be put away. It's more of the shape of the face. See, so technically we're pretty good, and I'm not going to worry about those lines right now. And we're going to put in some eyebrows. And there's rules that people say, oh, you know, put the eyebrow starts at the end of the nose and this and that. Look, I just play. I'm not here to, you know, y'all can go check out all the rules and regulations and all draw faces. I don't know. I just like to play and do my thing and show people Kelly's world, how Kelly does things. And other people have the way they do things, and good for them. So now she has fantastic eyebrows. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a girl who does eyelashes. I've tried eyelashes. Eyelashes and me just don't go good together. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. We won't get into my hate of the fact that I cannot do eyelashes. So, I'm going to bring this down. This needs to come out a little bit more to meet there, and we're good. Now we're going to go on to the neck. And the neck is nothing more than, and remember the face, don't worry about it. Just do the best that you can. I'm going to do my neck like this, and like this, and then I believe that I'm just going to put her right in the middle. I'm not going to make her a doll or anything. So I'm just going to kind of give her shoulders here. Just a basic so I kind of know what I'm dealing with. That would be her arms. All right. And then we can do, a piece of jewelry on her, whatever. Okay. So now is when we're going to erase this off. Because this isn't going to mean anything right now. And I'm still good. You see, I'm still good. I'm still good. Far away from here. Good, good, good. And I'm just going to do hair. Well, what kind of hair do I want to give her? I'm probably going to give her a darker hair to go onto that canvas. But for now, I think I'm just going to do... I'm not a bangs girl. I don't have bangs. I can't wear bangs. Every time I think I want my bangs, I cut my bangs, and then I hate my bangs because I have really naturally curly hair, and it just doesn't work out for me. But I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to kind of give her swoopy bangs. And always when you do your hair, make sure you go around the neck, because that's how our hair lays. So you just kind of do your hair. And you can do short hair, whatever kind of hair. That's a video for another time. And then, you know, I'm going to do the same thing here. Follow that. And then, you know, give her the hair here. And then start her banging hair. And see how she comes to, I mean, she comes to life. And again, you know, we can pretend, and we can use paper, God's the stuff we can do. It'll be fun. You know, and then you can make sure that the hair, you know, matches perfectly. You could do a nice little short pixie cut on her. You can do whatever you want. Just make sure that you follow that neck with the hair, especially when we go to color. Now, something that I do that's going to be very confusing to you in the next step that we do is I erase everything here. I'm showing you how to do hair, but when I go to put this on my canvas, I erase everything off until there's just a faint of the eyes, and I don't put hair on her. I just cut around her face and her body. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just cut her whole out as this, but I don't do that. So I'll explain that in another video. But here we go. So now, like I said, this could be, you know, a nice, like, you know, she has a nice, I was going to say a nice rack on her, but I'm sorry. Okay. Let's not go there. You know, we just kind of bring it down. And then she has kind of like a cute little top on. All right. And then I'll play with her eyes for a few minutes just to make sure they're kind of what I want, you know, what I want going on. And especially like her eyelids. Now you can keep your pencil sketch and put it on. I like to color. But I'm just going over so I can kind of see where I'm at. And this is one of the more realistic faces. And I say that not like this looks like freaking, I don't know, who's an actress? Sandra Bullock. I don't even know who the actresses are. But like that's not what I'm doing here. This is just more than a whimsical face, you know. And if you can do eyelids, by all means, do eyelids. I mean, I'm not eyelids. What the hell am I talking about? Eyelashes. I'm kind of losing mine due to medicine, and not really in the mood for eyelashes lately. All right, and then you can do your lip dip if you want, and if you don't, just put the straight line across. And like I said, these will all be erased, and I will redo them on the thing. But here's our woman. So when I put this down, this is what's going to be on this canvas. So it will cover a lot of the canvas, but you still have all this around. And not only that, we're going to be doing some stamps and stuff and lightening this up a bit. So a lot of fun. But this is a way that you can draw. Another very, very quick way, and I'll show you. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to show you on this page very quickly. If you don't want to do that kind of thing and you want to kind of stick more with a folk art doll, I take something that's circle because I am not very good at drawing circles. I do have a circle thing, but I forget what they're called. So I just kind of go around my bottle so I get the basic circle shape. Why am I using that pencil? It's going to blow. All right, and I'm going to move in near, and that's my little girl face, and I'm just going to split her in half. And over here, what am I going to do, Cal? We'll do that. And then over here, we'll do that. And I can you see they're not even. That's why it's so important. Like I said, even if you're judging with your finger, I mean, look at that. And it's, it's life. I don't, if you can, hey, you know what? If you can draw without having like any, like evenness like that and everything like that, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you right away. But I can't. For many reasons. I'm lucky I even can get out of the bed in the morning. So, and find my way upstairs. So, all right. So that's going to be that eye. And then we're just going to make a big eye going down. Make a big eye going down. And they're still a little off. You want these to be in, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. And then we're going to do her little nose. Look at that little fancy little nose. How cute. And then we're just going to do her lips. Nothing fancy. And you can make them thicker, littler, whatever you want to do. And what I want to do is fix this little, where that crease is. And I do things like this very lightly, just so I have an idea kind of where to bring that up at for it to be somewhat normal. And then I will do the eyelids the same. And then I'll do her eyes. And I'll bring them all the way down. And remember, once you do this, you can fix this very easily. It's not a problem. And then you can do her pupils. I just like to draw freehand, like just play. I have so many journals. I just sit and draw and play. You would think by now I would be a little bit better, but. So now I know I'm going to erase my lines. And these are fun to do because you can do so many things with these cute little things. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the circle a little bit closer to her, up to her lips. All right, I'm just doing that. And now I'm going to add hair. So I'm going to erase the top of her head. And just give her like, oh, we can give her eyebrows too. Well, that's kind of what I would do for a dark little girl, but I'm not going to make my little goth girl right now. I'm just trying to be fast so I don't, and you can do your part line and do her hair. And her part line and do her hair. Do her neck. And you can make her neck as big, as long or as short as you want. And if you don't want it that long, then just do it like, like that. It doesn't matter. It's yours. Remember that. I just want to give you guys basics, and then you guys go on. You guys amaze me every time I see your art. You guys just totally inspire me in the group. And then that's, kind of her hair. Remember, we follow the neck, and that'll be her hair. You could do it cute. You could do it in pigtails and all kinds of stuff. And you just kind of, play. And like on this, like, we can color her pupil in with our pencil. make her eyes a little darker. We can make her face, which I would bring it down more like that. I would probably come down and bring it more like that. And honestly, you can't see that because of the hair, but I know it's there. And I rhymed again. I am on the rhyming edge today. Okay, so you see where we're at with this. How fast, how easy. And then you see this one, and then you see this one, and the difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I do. Now, I might want her on my painting, so I don't know yet. But what I do then is I erase all the hair. That gets cut off anyway, but I just kind of erase it so I don't have to see it. And then I go over my face. And what I do is very lightly go like this. I'll go over some line. You know, you want to use a soft pencil that can come up, but you still have a shadow there. Get that neck. Okay. Let me get on my little chromies. Well, this turned out longer than I wanted. Sorry, guys. I didn't even do my best. So you see what's left on here. So if I use her, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out her face and her neck. So that would be this part. I'll cut it like that. And then, well, obviously, well, it doesn't matter. But, and then I would cut her neck all as one piece. So this piece wouldn't be, I wouldn't be drawing this piece in because I'll be cutting it as one piece. Now you see, that's the part I'm cutting out. And then, but her face is still in there. So when I put her down, I kind of know where my features all are. And then I can go over it with my colored pencil or my paint, and we'll do that in the future. So, you know, that I just wanted to kind of give you guys, you know, an idea on the two ways. Very, you know, very simple this way is. And, you know, you can do it a little bit more. I like to call her my little Daphne because she looks like Daphne from Scooby-Doo. But, yeah, so, you know, so there's so many things. And the same thing I'll be doing with this is I will be cutting this out. Hair won't, you know, I won't be cutting the hair out. I'll be cutting this, her neck, her arms, you know, like this would all be one piece. And then this and her neck and around. And I'll still have her shadow of her eyes and everything in there. And we're ready to glue her on and whatnot. So that'll be the next thing. So you have two choices that you can do. Like I said, these are both very easy. Even if you don't have one of these, I know a lot of you don't need it. This isn't, you know, this isn't let's see who can draw the best face. It is about having fun and doing something that in the end you're very happy with and proud of that you did it. You know what I mean? It's just, I love doing it. It's so much fun. And like I said, I have probably 8 different videos on my YouTube on how to do a face like this. And I have probably 8 on how to do this little girl right here. So, you know, I mean, you can go back through my YouTube channel and see through my, or go on my main YouTube channel and you can see I have things separated. And if you go in mixed media, you'll see all the drawings. I've done mixed media canvases from start to finish many times. And I do all these because people ask, and, you know, I hate to say, go back to video 320 and you know what I mean? So I don't mind doing these. I also don't mind making an ass out of myself and screwing up, because that is who I am. But yeah, keep your eye out for this. If you found me off of YouTube or Facebook or whatever, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to me and give me a thumbs up. If you like the drawing videos and you want to see more and different ways of doing so many different things with different drawings and all that kind of thing, give me a thumbs up. Leave me comments. Leave me questions. I love it all. You guys, I just adore. I adore when you guys email me privately and or hit me up on Facebook. You know, we have the group All Things Creative on Facebook, so I will put my link below on Facebook for you to friend me. And all you have to do is shoot me an email and say, hey, can you add me to All Things Creative? It's a fantastic group. We've grown by leaps and bounds. Um, I don't even, I think we have like 6 new people this week already. And it is a blast in there. It's absolutely a blast. So, you know, I'm going to put my link down below in the description, and come find me. Tell me, put you in the group, and I will, and come friend me. Share your artwork with me. And even if you don't want to join the group and you just want to friend me so we can be friends on Facebook and I can see your art, because I love seeing people's art. It's so inspiring to me. My group inspires me so very much, and I'm so blessed and thankful for everybody in the group. And any questions or anything like that, let me know. I believe I have a template or a face that I drew. If you need a, I think I do. I have to look. I'll talk about that in another video. But I think I have a template where I just drew the face and the eyes and all. And I think I might have it. I think I might have offered it before for people, for me to send it to them and then they could print it out. It's one that I drew. I think it might just be the face, no hair and everything, but it has the eyes and all. So you can kind of draw on it or even use it in your art. I don't care if you use it on your canvases or whatever and you kind of do your own thing with it. I don't care. So, yeah. So, like I said, ask me if you're interested in that and I can always email it to you. So, no problemo. But yeah, so that's about it. And I have a lot of great things coming up, and I love drawing, so that might come up a little bit more too, because I don't do it nearly as much as I'd like to on video. But that is it. So as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And again, like I said, it's like one of my favorite things in the world to say. I heard it. I don't know. I heard it on a TV show we were watching, and it's like, always color outside the lines. And I was just like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is just so me, so my style, so everything. And that's why I've been saying it, because I got quite a few people messaging me saying, you know, are you changing your, you know, what you say? And I'm like, no, I always say, you know, be kind to each other because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. But I also want everybody to color outside the lines. Don't think that things have to be one way or another. Just have fun. So I will talk to y'all later. I hope this was helpful to y'all. And I hope that y'all draw one of these faces and show me either in the group or on your Facebook page. I would love it. Just tag me. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.